When we think about fried chicken, one brand instantly dominates our imagination: KFC. What today is an empire with more than 25,000 restaurants in over 145 countries began in the humblest way possible in the kitchen of a small gas station in Kentucky during the 1930s. There, a man named Harlan Sanders, later known as Colonel Sanders, began experimenting with spices, flour, and a revolutionary technique, pressure frying chicken. The result was so extraordinary that his recipe quickly became legendary. A secret combination of 11 herbs and spices, mixed with a cooking method that achieved the unthinkable chicken juicy on the inside, extra crispy on the outside, always in less time than traditional frying. Decades later, the formula remains one of the most carefully guarded secrets in the world of gastronomy. Very few people know the exact recipe, which is prepared in batches under strict security measures before reaching the restaurants. But beyond the mystery, what truly impresses is the global scale on which KFC operates today. Each day, millions of chicken pieces travel from controlled farms to perfectly synchronized industrial kitchens. The supply chain process, standardization, and technology make it possible for someone in Tokyo, Mexico City, or Madrid to enjoy exactly the same iconic flavor. This documentary will open the doors to the world of KFC to show how a simple idea transformed into a massive industrial and cultural operation. Because behind every piece of fried chicken, there are not only spices and flour, but also a global choreography that keeps the promise of finger-licking good alive. The journey of KFC chicken does not begin in the fryer, but on carefully selected supplier farms. To ensure the same quality across more than 25,000 restaurants, the company works with a global network of farmers who follow strict standards of animal welfare, food safety, and sustainability. The birds are raised in controlled environments with balanced diets based on corn, soy, and vitamins. The goal is for them to reach a uniform weight normally between 1.8 and 2.5 kilograms, which ensures consistent pieces for the recipes. In addition, the use of hormones is avoided in compliance with international regulations. During their growth, specialized veterinarians monitor the health of the animals. Each farm must follow biosecurity protocols to prevent diseases, including periodic inspections and ventilated housing spaces. These measures guarantee not only the well-being of the birds, but also the safety of the final consumer. Once the chickens reach the appropriate size, they are transported to certified processing plants. There they are slaughtered under hygienic conditions, cleaned and divided into specific cuts: wings, thighs, breasts, and legs. Each piece is classified by weight and appearance to meet KFC's global standards. The next step is vacuum packaging or controlled atmosphere packaging, which protects the fresh meat during transport. To maintain the cold chain, everything is kept at temperatures between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius, and if frozen at 18 degrees Celsius. From that moment, each batch travels in refrigerated trucks to regional distribution centers. The logistics are so precise that within a matter of hours, the chicken can go from a farm in Arkansas, Brazil, or Thailand to a restaurant in New York or Istanbul. This global network is what makes it possible for a KFC chicken piece to always have the same taste, texture, and freshness anywhere in the world. The chicken is now ready and on its way to the restaurants. The next secret lies in how it is prepared, seasoned, and breaded before reaching the pressure fryer. When the chicken arrives at KFC's distribution centers, the process is only just beginning. Each piece must meet strict parameters of weight, color, and texture before being sent to the restaurants. A drumstick that is too small or a breast with imperfections will not pass the inspection. This rigorous control ensures that every piece served anywhere in the world maintains the same quality. After classification, the parts are packed in trays or vacuum-sealed bags. Transportation is carried out through the cold chain, Refrigerated trucks maintain temperatures between 2 and 4 degrees Celsius for fresh chicken and up to 18 degrees Celsius for frozen products. Everything is digitally tracked so that each restaurant can verify the origin of its raw materials. In KFC kitchens, the chicken is received and stored in industrial refrigerators until preparation begins. The procedure is meticulous, thawing or marinating depending on the recipe. Some pieces are submerged in a liquid mixture that helps the flour and spices adhere. Visual inspection by trained employees. Any pieces that fail to meet standards are removed. Batch classification to ensure uniform cooking. Similar-sized pieces are fried together. What is surprising is that despite being a global chain, much of this work is done manually. Employees follow a timed protocol from thawing to the precise moment each piece enters the secret flour mixture. At this point, the chicken is already clean, cut, classified, and ready. What follows is the most famous and mysterious part of the entire process, the mixture of 11 herbs and spices that transformed a simple homemade dish into a cult recipe. If there is one element that sets KFC apart from the rest of the fried chicken world, it is its famous blend of 11 herbs and spices. Since Colonel Sanders created it in 1939, the recipe has become one of the most closely guarded secrets in the food industry. It is said that only a few people know the complete formula, and that it is handwritten and kept in a vault. What is known is that the base begins with high-quality wheat flour, to which a precise combination of salt, black pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and other spices whose names KFC has never officially revealed is added. The exact proportion of each ingredient is what gives the chicken its unmistakable flavor. The preparation process in the restaurants follows an almost choreographed ritual. Each piece of chicken is placed on a tray and dipped into a liquid mixture that helps the flour and spices adhere more effectively. Then it goes into the dry mixture of flour and seasonings. Here, employees perform a characteristic move called the 7.5 times technique, which consists of turning and coating the chicken to ensure an even layer. Some pieces may receive a double coating liquid plus use flour again to create the extra crispy texture preferred by many customers. What is interesting is that although this process is repeated millions of times a day across more than 25,000 restaurants, it still relies heavily on the manual skill of workers. That combination of standardization and human touch is part of the magic. The powdered mix is not prepared in each restaurant. It is produced in certified factories, where the ingredients are combined and packaged under strict security measures. The sealed bags are distributed to the restaurants and are only opened in the kitchen, ensuring freshness and protecting the secret. The seasoning is more than just flavor, it also defines texture. When the spiced flour comes into contact with hot oil, it transforms into a golden, crispy crust full of aroma. This crust is KFC's signature, capable of making a single bite instantly recognizable anywhere in the world. With the chicken perfectly seasoned, the next step is the one that makes it truly unique: pressure, frying an innovation that forever changed how fried chicken is made. The most spectacular step in the entire KFC process takes place in the pressure fryer, an innovation introduced by Colonel Sanders himself in the 1930s. Until then, fried chicken was cooked in open pans or conventional fryers, which required long cooking times and often resulted in dry meat or overly greasy crusts. Sanders' idea was simple, yet revolutionary: use an industrial pressure cooker to fry chicken. The technique works thanks to the combination of high temperature and controlled pressure. In KFC kitchens, the seasoned chicken pieces are placed in metal baskets and submerged in hot vegetable oil, typically between 160 and 180 degrees C. Once the airtight lid is closed, the pressure inside the fryer rises, causing two key effects. The oil penetrates less into the meat-reducing fat absorption. Heat transfers more quickly to the inside of each piece, allowing it to cook in less time while staying juicy. While a drumstick may take 20 minutes in a normal fryer in a KFC pressure fryer, it cooks in just 12 to 15 minutes. The crust becomes golden and crispy, while the interior remains tender and moist. The control is extremely precise. Each batch is fried according to an integrated timer and thermometer. If the temperature drops below 160 degrees Celsius, the crust won't form correctly. If it rises above 180 degrees Celsius, the breading may burn. The pressure is also calibrated to prevent excess boiling or loss of texture. Workers receive training to load the basket, seal the lid properly, and safely release the pressure at the end of the cycle. When the lid opens, a cloud of steam and the unmistakable aroma fill the kitchen. The chicken is removed from the fryer, drained on special trays, and inspected piece by piece. Only those that meet visual standards, uniform crust, golden color, no burned spots move on to the service area. Pressure frying not only guarantees flavor and texture, it's also the reason KFC can serve millions of pieces daily while maintaining global consistency. What began as a homemade invention in Kentucky evolved into a technological pillar that transformed the fast food industry. With the pieces now fried to perfection, the next challenge is maintaining their quality until they reach the customer. This is where strict in-store quality control comes into play. At KFC, frying the chicken is not the end of the process. It is only the beginning of a strict quality control routine designed to ensure that every customer receives a perfect product. The company understands that consistency is its greatest strength, which is why each restaurant follows timed and standardized protocols down to the smallest detail. The first principle is cook to order. Every batch of fried chicken has a maximum holding time. In most restaurants, the pieces are kept warm for only 90 minutes after coming out of the fryer. After that time, any unsold chicken is discarded without exception. Although this may represent a loss, the priority is to guarantee freshness and flavor. The pieces are placed on heated trays that keep the internal temperature above 60 degrees Celsius enough to maintain the chicken hot and safe for consumption. Employees constantly check the trays to ensure that the time limit is not exceeded. In addition, strict food safety checks are carried out. The oil temperature is measured several times a day to confirm it remains between a 160 and 180 degrees Celsius. The internal temperature of the meat is verified with probe thermometers. It must exceed 75 degrees Celsius to ensure full cooking. The crust of each batch is inspected to ensure golden color and crispy texture. Managers keep both written and digital records of these controls. Regional supervision teams conduct surprise audits to verify that every restaurant follows the rules correctly. Thanks to this rigorous system, KFC ensures that a customer in New Delhi, Paris, or Buenos Aires bites into chicken with exactly the same experience, juicy, hot, and crispy. With quality guaranteed, the pieces move on to the last stage before reaching the customer packaging and service, where speed and presentation are key. Once the chicken pieces have passed quality control, it is time to present them to the customer. At KFC, packaging is not just a detail, it is designed to preserve texture and flavor until the very last bite. The chicken is placed in special cardboard boxes or buckets coated with an inner layer that helps retain heat while preventing grease from soaking into the container. The design allows slight air circulation, so the crust stays crispy instead of becoming soggy. For smaller orders, trays and individual wrappers are used following the same principle. Each box features the unmistakable image of Colonel Sanders, the brand symbol, along with the iconic red and white colors. Beyond aesthetics, the packaging plays a key role protecting the product during handling and transport, whether at the counter in the drive-thru or during home delivery. Inside, the restaurant service must be fast and efficient. Counter and drive-thru orders are usually delivered in under 5 minutes, while delivery orders are packed in thermal bags that maintain temperature. Consistency is so important that KFC trains employees to always serve with a smile, and ensure that every customer receives the same hot, freshly prepared product. The chicken is now ready to be enjoyed. But behind this simplicity lies one of the most impressive logistical networks on the planet, capable of supplying thousands of locations at the same time. This is the mission of KFC's global distribution chain. That a customer can enjoy a KFC chicken bucket in New York, Shanghai, or Lima with the same flavor is no coincidence. It is the result of a global distribution chain designed to operate like clockwork. The key lies in the franchise model and certified local suppliers. KFC does not ship chicken from one single plant to the entire world. Instead, it works with hundreds of regional processors that meet the same international standards. This ensures freshness and reduces logistics costs. The dry ingredients, such as the secret blend of 11 herbs and spices, are produced in specialized factories under strict security measures. The sealed bags travel to each region and are distributed to the restaurants, guaranteeing that the recipe is identical in every country. For chicken meat, the cold chain is essential. From slaughterhouses to distribution centers, every batch is transported in refrigerated trucks that maintain constant temperatures between 2 and 4 degrees. If frozen, the temperature is kept at 18 degrees to preserve quality during long journeys. Regional distribution centers function as strategic hubs. They store, classify, and redistribute products to hundreds of nearby restaurants. Thanks to digital traceability systems, every chicken piece can be tracked from the farm to the customer's table. This global mechanism allows KFC to serve millions of meals every day without losing consistency. It is proof that logistics and standardization can transform a simple dish into a uniform global experience. With supply secured, the journey of the chicken ends at the most important point, the customer's table, and the moment of enjoyment. But behind it remains a clear lesson. KFC's success is not only about cooking, it is about precision-driven global management. The journey of KFC's fried chicken reveals that behind every bite there is much more than flour and spices. It is the story of a man who, in a gas station in Kentucky in the 1930s, created a recipe that combined 11 herbs and spices with a revolutionary cooking method. Today, that idea has become one of the largest fast food chains on the planet, with more than 25,000 restaurants in over 145 countries. The secret to its success lies not only in the recipe, but in the precision of the process. From the controlled raising of chickens and the rigorous cold chain, to the standardized spice blend and pressure frying, every stage is designed to guarantee an identical product anywhere in the world. That consistency is what makes KFC chicken a global icon. The same flavor, the same texture, the same experience, whether enjoyed in Tokyo, New York, or Buenos Aires. But KFC has also managed to turn the ordinary into brand culture. The face of Colonel Sanders is more than just a logo. It represents a legacy of innovation, discipline, and flavor that has endured for generations. If this tour through the mega factory of fried chicken surprised you, give it a like, share it, and subscribe to discover more secrets of the food industry and the processes that keep the world moving.
In this very kitchen, Harlan Sanders realized that pressure, combined with his unique blend of spices, was the key to his famous chicken.
We need 2 more zingers immediately. Coming right up, bag in the large order now. Watch the fries, almost done.
Look at this. That is finger licking good.
Thank you, everyone. We appreciate your support. Goodbye.